Hey everybody, it's Megan again here on the Lawson farm. I hadn't made a video in about a month, so I thought I would hop on here and let y'all know some changes that we've had going on here on the farm. So again, we're in the foothills of North Carolina, out in the boonies, as some people like to call it. But this is just a little taste of what we're getting into. So I know on my previous video I was talking to y'all about possibly getting some new nanny goats, some boar cross to breed with my Billy. Kind of trying to get a little taste of the meat goat business. So let me just show y'all here. So right here's my two new nannies. They are great goats. We had a little trouble at first. We kept them up for about 2 weeks. Let them out in the pasture. They did get out one time. We use electric fence for our goats. And goats are little escape artists. So they did get out one time. But now they've decided they're going to stick around with us. My Billy has took right to them. They are already bred. I've had them, well, I got them right after I talked to y'all. So about a month. So they should be having babies in the spring. My plan for those babies is, if they're nannies, I'm going to keep them, try to build up my herd a little. But if they are boys, I'm going to castrate them, make them Werthers, which can be done just like you ban cows, you can ban the baby goats. You know, no pain, no bleeding. They're fine. My kids are down here with me. They love the animals and everything. Okay. But what was I saying? But the Werthers, those are the sought after meat goats. They usually are slaughtered when they're roughly 70 pounds. But I'm just going to try to sell mine right out right now instead of taking them to a stockyard. And may, depending on if they have 1 or 2 babies, I may try to process one myself and try out some goat meat. So we will see. We also have another new addition over here. Let me show you my little buddy over here. So this is our calf. She is a little heifer. We just got her a couple days ago, and she's in this dog lot right now. We're just trying to let her get used to us. She's not going to stay in there. We're going to move her over with our horses, but we're going to raise her up until she is slaughter age, and then she will go in our freezer. But she's going to live a happy life up until that day. We have a 4-acre horse pasture. She'll fit right in with the horses. Only thing with putting animals with horses is horses do tend to want to be the bosses. And when you go to feed, say the cow, you need to put your horses up in order to feed the cow, because they will run the cow off and not let them eat. So we do have a way to put the horses up to feed them and let the little cow eat when we put him in there with them. We'll probably leave him in there for a couple weeks, like I said, just long enough to get used to us and used to his surroundings and where he's at. But he looks small. He's actually 3 months old. His mama actually got sick. It was actually my father-in-law's cows, and the mama got sick and actually had to be put to sleep. And, you know, the little calf was so small that the bigger cows were not letting him eat. So we're going to take good care of him, and he is very sweet. He's really took to us in the last couple days. I also want to go down here. I'm going to show y'all my hogs. They have done some growing. So we're going to start processing them here in just a couple weeks. We do that ourselves. Just like the old time that you've seen, heard about Grandma doing, you know, we still do it. So, and while I'm thinking about it, I don't ever think to say this, but if you would just hit that subscribe button, that would be awesome. Because when we start, you know, doing this process with the hogs and everything, I want to put some more videos on here. So if that's something that interests you, then get some notifications of when I put my videos up. All right, let me find these bad boys. They're not right here. they got a pretty good area to roam, so let me see where they are. I hear them. Here they are. They are all stretched out. Taking it easy. They've got it made. But yeah, these are probably some of the biggest hogs we've had in the last several years. Some things that I do with the hogs. We make our own sausage, and that's to feed several families. Because it's several of us neighbors that do it together. So we all work together, because hog killing is not easy work. So it's a team effort, it takes a village. But there's us and a couple other neighbors that have hogs, and we all work together. But we make sausage, we get the tenderloin out, we make country ham. We have made bacon in the years past, and it was delicious, but it was a little time consuming, so we haven't really tried to make that anymore. I don't know what they're doing back here. What are y'all doing? They're funny. But I also make my own lard. I can ribs. I can some of the sausage. If you've never had canned sausage, you should try it. It is delicious. It makes the best gravy you'll ever eat. Let's see, what else do I do? I do can some of the tenderloin too. It's delicious in soups or to make tacos. It's one thing I like to do with it. But yeah, so we'll be starting that here in like 2 weeks. And like I said, it's hard work, but these pigs will feed us until next year. There'll be no need to buy any pork or meat for that matter, especially after we have that little cow processed. You know, our freezer will be full, and that saves a tremendous amount of money. All right, I'm just gonna show y'all around here. We're also trying to think of a name for our little farm here, and we're thinking North Ridge Farm, because there's a mountain over here, and we have the north view of that mountain. So we thought about calling it the North Ridge. We're also going to be having some grading done soon. Going to be getting rid of a lot of these little brushy trees right here, flattening this out. Because where we are in the foothills, the only flat spot that we have is the flat spot that our house sits on. So we're going to do that for right now. Also, I want to walk up here and show y'all this. So in the spring, we're going to be getting some Cornish cross hens. Come to find out, our county, we just found this out, has a chicken processing trailer that you can go and rent or borrow or whatever. So you don't have to invest in all that expensive stuff. So we're going to start off with 25 birds. We're going to put them in a chicken tractor. So a chicken tractor is a movable chicken coop. We're going to put it in our horse pasture, and we're going to do that because, number one, chicken poop is going to fertilize our pasture. Number two, they're going to eat all the bugs and everything that hurts our grass. So they're going to take care of all that. And here is the start of it. We just went to Lowe's Hardware, got some PVC pipe, because that is the lightest. As you can see, I'm a girl and it's real light. So it's going to have 10 over the top, chicken wire here. But we're not going to start that till the spring. We're a little worried that the Wheaties will get too cold with winter coming on. There's one other thing I wanted to show you. And also found out you can sell chicken in North Carolina. You know, 1,000, I think it's less than 1,000 a year. And you don't have to go through a USDA processing plant. So that's pretty awesome. So we built a temporary fence for our horses. Because horses are so rough on a pasture, they don't eat like cows. They actually pull grass up by the roots. And then the grass has a hard time coming back. And this is what 2 horses have done to a 4-acre pasture. So this is what our grass in our yard looks like compared to that. So we built this temporary fence here. We kept them in that a couple weeks, but we done it just a little too late because it's got so cold that the grass is not going to come back this year. So this spring we're going to seed the pasture again and keep them in there for a couple of months because they took it fine. The only thing is they're not getting the exercise that they do out in the pasture. So, you know, I have to get them out and work them a little bit. They're pretty much here for pleasure. So the biggest new things are our cow, my 2 new goats. Hopefully those are going to be a source of income. And our chicken tractor that we have built, not quite done with, but that's going to hopefully be another source of income for our little farm here. I also want to try doing farmers markets when the spring comes. We're going to double the size of our garden and do our hand at farmers markets, and we'll see how that goes. I've never done a farmers market. I've always wanted to. I'm a nurse by trade, but if I could figure out how to do this full time, you better bet I would. But anyways, like I said, if y'all would hit that like and subscribe button, that would be awesome. Share the video on Facebook. Keep an eye out for more videos to come. Like I said, we're going to start processing our hogs in 2 weeks. I'm excited about it. Y'all have a good one.